Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, I would like to introduce myself. I am Laisha Kohli and I am basically here to educate, motivate and analyze a few things related to education. So guys, basically in this video we will be discussing about the 17th chapter in biology for class 11th. The chapter name is breathing and exchange of gases. So guys, in this chapter we will mainly be discussing about the respiratory mechanisms of different organisms, and also we will be discussing about the respiratory process in human beings in detail. So guys, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also do not forget to turn on the post notification bells and comment down below whether you like this video or not. Guys, please do not hesitate to ask any of your doubts in the comment section below. They will be answered personally by me. Also guys, please watch this video till the end, because at the end I will be asking a bonus question, and the person who answers that question first and the answer is correct, that comment will be displayed in my next video and the person will be appreciated by me personally. So please watch the video till the end so that you do not lose the opportunity to be featured in my next video. Without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So guys, the chapter name is breathing and the exchange of gases. Before we move into a detailed explanation of this chapter, I would just like you guys to recall some points that we have already studied in class 10th. So why is oxygen necessary for human beings and what are its uses? Basically, oxygen is utilized by human beings to break down simple molecules like glucose, amino acids, fatty acids, to derive energy to perform various kinds of activities. So basically we need oxygen so that we can break down glucose, amino acids, fatty acids, etc., so that we can derive energy or ATP molecules from which we can perform various types of activities. So the process of exchange of oxygen from the atmosphere with carbon dioxide produced inside our body by the cells is known as breathing. So the process of exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen from the atmosphere and our body surface is known as respiration. The next topic is respiratory organs. There are different mechanisms performed by different organisms for breathing. The first is body surface. So basically the lower invertebrates like sponges, colintrates, flatworms, etc. exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide by simple diffusion through their body surface. So these organisms, which are sponges, colintrates, flatworms and etc., they exchange carbon dioxide and oxygen through their body surface. Second one, moist cuticles. So earthworms use their moist cuticles for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Now insects respire through a network of tubes, and this type of respiration is known as tracheal tubes. Third one is gills. Fishes use specialized vascularized structures called gills for respiration. The fourth type is lungs. Most of the terrestrial organisms use lungs for respiration. This type of a respiration is known as pulmonary respiration. Also, the amphibians like frog can respire through their moist skin also. And this type of a respiration is known as cutaneous respiration. Now the next topic is the human respiratory system. As we all know, we have a pair of external nostrils opening above the upper lips. These nostrils lead us to the nasal chamber. The nasal chamber opens into the pharynx. What is pharynx, guys? Pharynx is basically the common passage of food and air. I have explained about the pharynx in my biology chapter 16 series. I will link those series in the description, so please do not forget to watch those series if you have any doubt in the digestion and absorption chapter of class 11th. So the pharynx is basically the common passage for food and air. Pharynx open through the larynx region into the trachea. So the pharynx region opens through the larynx region into the trachea. What is the larynx? Larynx is basically a cartilaginous box which helps in sound production and hence is known as the sound box. So, larynx helps the pharynx to open into the trachea, and larynx itself is a cartilaginous box which helps in the sound production, and the other name for larynx is the sound box. Now, during swallowing, the glottis is basically covered by a cartilaginous flap known as the epiglottis to prevent the food to enter into the glottis. I have also explained about the epiglottis in the digestion and absorption series, so guys, please do not miss watching that series. Now, coming to trachea. Trachea is a long tube which extends till the thoracic cavity. At the level of the thoracic vertebra, the trachea basically gets divided into the right and left bronchi. Each bronchi gets divided into secondary and tertiary bronchi, ending up to a very thin terminal known as the bronchioles. So the trachea basically leads up to the thoracic cavity. At the thoracic vertebra, the trachea gets divided into two, and they are named as the right and left bronchi. Now these right and left bronchi undergoes rapid division into the secondary and tertiary bronchioles. So each bronchiole gives rise to very thin, irregular, valved and vascularized bag-like structures known as alveoli, and alveoli is the site of diffusion in human beings. So the bronchi, the primary, secondary and tertiary bronchi, bronchioles and the alveoli comprises of the lungs, and humans have two lungs. So the lungs is covered by a double layered pleura with pleural fluid between them. The outer pleural membrane is in contact with the thoracic chamber, and the inner pleural membrane is in contact with the lung surface. So guys, basically our respiratory system has two parts, that is the conducting part and the respiratory part. So coming to the conducting part starts from the nostrils and ends at the bronchioles. The main functions of the conducting part are the transportation of the air, clearing of the air of all the foreign particles, humidifying the air, and also bringing the air to the normal body temperature or the room temperature. The second part is the respiratory part. The respiratory part basically consists of the alveoli, blood, and tissues, and its major function is diffusion of gases. So now our lungs are situated in the thoracic chamber, which is considered as an airtight container. The thoracic chamber is basically formed dorsally by the vertebral column, ventrally by the sternum, laterally by the ribs, and the lower side by the dome-shaped diaphragm. So guys, this is the formation of the thoracic chamber, and this is very important. It's better that you learn this, as this can be tested in your examinations as well. So the respiration basically involves the following steps. The first step is breathing, by which the atmospheric air is drawn in and CO2 is released out. The second step is diffusion of gases across the alveoli membrane. The third step is transportation of gases through the blood. Fourth, diffusion of oxygen between the blood and tissues. Fifth, utilization of oxygen by the cells for catabolic reactions and release of CO2. Now, what are these catabolic reactions, guys? These are the reactions which involve basically the conversion of complex molecules into simpler molecules. So the steps are basically you take in oxygen, then the oxygen diffuses through the alveoli membrane, then the oxygen is transported by the blood, then it is diffused between the blood and tissues, then the tissues utilize the oxygen and release out CO2. So guys, now coming to the bonus question. The bonus question of the day is, explain the respiratory setup in humans. The first person who answers the bonus question in the comment section below, that comment will definitely be displayed in my next video, and that person's efforts will be appreciated by me. So please do not miss the chance. Comment the answer down in the comment section below. I will definitely be waiting for your answers. So guys, this was the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching my video. Also, the part 2 of this chapter will be coming soon, so please stay tuned. Also, if you haven't watched the chapter 16 series, the digestion and absorption series, I will be linking the videos down in the description so that you can go ahead and watch that chapter explanation too. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Bye bye.